Good evening, Hobby World. Thanks for joining us live tonight for episode 54 of your personal and Hobby Chat. Joining me tonight, as always, is Ken from Being the B Card Blog, and I'm Herman, aka 3 Collections. We're here every Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern to talk about our hobby and yours. Feel free to join into this conversation in chat. How's everybody doing? I know I feel like good, but I'm here. So, how you doing?
Yeah. You might change that entrance to almost every Monday because tonight
Oh,
almost didn't happen.
almost did
Tonight
not
almost didn't
happen.
happen.
Honestly,
Herm's not feeling the greatest, so we may be a little shorter episode than normal, but I think we've said that before, and
ended up an hour and a half.
yeah,
Yeah,
something
I've,
like
I've been
that.
under the weather, and like I said, it was kind of a last minute deal. And to be honest, while we're at it, we'll go ahead and thank everybody that watched last week, whether you watched live or you watched after the fact. It actually ended up being our most viewed video to date by far. I don't know if it was Jenny, may have been Jenny, I don't know, or it was the talk of trading card database. I'm assuming it was the conversation on trading card database. It seems to be that there's a lot of interest in it. And I do know that I've reached out to her and also another user of that site, as well as an admin on the site, to possibly do one or two, maybe three uh, videos on just trading card database. We'll see how that pans out. At the very least, I know that Tom and Jenny are on board. I'm waiting to hear from trading card database as far as finalizing, possibly getting somebody on. But like I said, I just want to tell everybody I appreciate the ones that watched, and that's pretty much what gave me the kick in the pants tonight to go ahead and come on. Excuse me, and and do the show tonight. So it's like we have. Lord, chat is full.
Mark's
We
got
got
six Christmas trees up. Man, my wife would be in heaven.
So we got Jenny, we got Dan, Mark, Bo, Zach, Rich, and that's like I said. All right, appreciate y'all joining. I've got a couple things we'll talk about tonight. Most of which was your ideas, and I'm perfectly fine with it. A lot of it is I'm sure that a lot of people have questions just like you do. So
Oh yeah, Mark, I want to see that video. I want to see that video. So will my wife.
every room has a different thing. Oh, so Mark he decorates every room in his house for Christmas.
That's something. Yeah, we've got yeah, my wife posted on Facebook, but yeah, so our living room in the back of the house that we stay, that basically is the real living room, is it's a green tree, and then we got like gold and poinsettias in it and stuff like that, so it's a golden red. And then obviously the one behind me is it's a white tree, and then it's got more like teal and brown ornaments on it, stuff like that. So
I
yeah,
just missed.
I changed my angle to get the Christmas tree behind me.
Right, I totally missed this right here.
Yeah, so I did see that.
No, actually, Rich, Ken had it all tonight. I had nothing. Like I said, I texted Ken this morning and like, I don't know about tonight. I've been sick. My eyes are watering, my nose is running, and I do not want to get on camera looking like a snotty mess. Uh, I honestly got to feeling better about an hour ago, and I text Kim like, I feel a little better. If you want to go, we can go. We can just, I was thinking if we didn't do nothing but just get on and thank everybody for last week and talk for
Talk about the
a few
chickens.
minutes and get off. I promise no chicken talk. Although George will be getting some chicken pictures tomorrow because he's starting his 31 days of KBO. And his first one is animals. I got you, George. Chicken pitcher's coming.
And I mean, let's just be honest. If I was doing it, yeah, it would be all dogs.
Right. Well, I mean, we've got a house full of dogs too. So,
but the chicken talk was popular. I did do a Twitter poll about if Bo and I should do a live stream about Hallmark Christmas movies. Maybe we could just have him on one of the next few Mondays and just talk about Hallmark Christmas movies.
Well, here's the thing on that. I hadn't said it a whole lot, but you probably should add me into that too because I actually have the app.
Are you watching Hallmark Christmas movies at work?
Have been for the last 4 years. We've watched every new premiere that's came out.
Nice.
And there's an app. There's an app for that. There's an app. There's an app that lists every new movie that comes out every year, and we get notifications that tells us when it's airing. And there's a checklist that you can check them that you've watched them.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, that's how deep we go.
Thankfully, Crystal won't watch this live stream, and I won't tell her about any of that. Yeah, we've watched most of the new ones.
Hey, Crystal, we got
we missed some of the new ones on Saturday because I was watching college football most of the day. Because you had Alabama Auburn in the afternoon, then the WVU game was on right after. Yeah, I mean, man, Auburn did everything they could to pull the defeat out of the jaws of victory.
Dude, I ought to go get my.
But here's the thing. That's why programs like Alabama are programs like Alabama. They're down pretty much the whole game, but it's close, and it just takes 2-3 big plays. All Auburn had to do was get one first down, and they win that game, or potentially Tank Bigsby not go out of bounds, and they win that game. And that's why, as much as I do love Auburn, and yes, they've won a title recently, but that's why Alabama is Alabama, and that's why almost everybody else is not.
Alabama is Alabama until Saturday at 4 p.m.
Well,
that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, but George has been saying that for how many years now, and you still ain't done it. I mean, believe me, I despise Alabama, but
listen,
you gotta actually do it before you can talk crap.
Listen,
it's kind of like when we played y'all in the Sugar Bowl, and Greg Blue was talking about how we couldn't handle SEC speed, and then we were up by 35 at the half.
Yeah, but I mean, you've got to look at this year though. All right, nobody can deny. Everybody talks about Georgia's offense. Yes, they are low. They're not the best offense out there. But Alabama's offensive line is not where it's been by a long shot. They've got a quarterback. But if you don't have an offensive line to protect him, he ain't doing crap. And who has the best defense in the nation right now?
I mean, you play in the SEC East. Anybody in the SEC East?
No. No. You can't play that because I mean we've blown teams out of the water that Alabama has struggled with.
It's okay. I used to be like you. I used to always think that my team was like the best and was going to win every game. It's okay. I used to be there.
Look, I was realistic the last 2 times we played Alabama. I'm like, I don't know about this. I wasn't one of these homers that was like Georgia all the way. You know, I was there. I watched the last national championship that we had. I've lived through the last 41 years of next year. This is their year.
All right.
This is live. This is recorded. It'll be here next week. We can go back and watch it. I'm telling you. Georgia's there this year.
Okay.
I'm not saying national championship. Not yet. I'm saying we beat Bama.
It's all talk until you do it.
It's not gonna be a battle of offenses because Georgia will will shut down. Not shut down, they will slow down Alabama's offense to the point where we just have to score just enough to beat them. Our defense will win the game. Our offense won't win it. Our defense will.
We will revisit next Monday.
We will replay this episode next week.
I'm not saying Alabama's going to win. I'm going to say I've heard a lot of talk from Georgia for a handful of years now, and y'all ain't done a thing.
It ain't been the talk you've been hearing from Alabama though.
Yeah, but Alabama's been doing it
for what? Every year.
10 years now?
Listen, they've been there every year, but have they won all 10 years? No.
No, but my point is Georgia hasn't either.
No, they haven't.
Alabama has a reason to.
But Georgia ain't been talking it for 10 years either.
They've been talking it since Kirby Smart took over, 4 years ago?
And he's getting there. He's getting there.
I mean, he was going to win the national title the first year,
and he has gotten there.
We're gonna lose everyone with our college football.
I'm gonna go change hats.
Right? Huh?
You sitting there with your Browns hat talking football.
And I don't even watch the NFL.
I'm just messing with you, dude. I
don't even watch the NFL. I've just gotten back into vintage football and definitely rekindled my love of vintage Browns stuff.
Yeah.
By running that Friday night thread, that Friday night vintage football thread.
The Browns was a joke up until they got Nick Chubb, and now I pull for them. So,
George.
My love for Georgia goes beyond college. I pull for them in NFL. There's NFL. There's Georgia players in NFL, and because I don't pull for Atlanta, screw Atlanta Falcons. That they are what they are. I mean. They missed their chance. They will not recruit or draft a Georgia player. I don't know why. They had the opportunity last year to get Chubb. Passed him up. Not last year. Year before last. They want to wait and get a Georgia player when he's washed up. When he has arthritis in his knees, and he can get you one more season.
Yeah, tell George I am not going to say that. I'm not pulling for Alabama. I mean, I hope Georgia wins. I'm just calling it. Just calling it as an impartial outsider.
I've got something for this right here, George. This week it is not Roll Tide. It is Rawhide.
I just always say Blow Tide.
That works too.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I don't hope Alabama wins. I hope the Georgia wins. I'm just, like I said, as a somewhat impartial third party, I just heard a lot of Georgia talk and heard a lot of it considering I don't pay as much attention as I used to.
Well,
definitely.
My thing is, if you're on like Georgia fan sites or websites, and this goes for anything. This goes for anything from all the way down from Facebook groups to Twitter groups to even TikTok, dude. It's like people post Georgia stuff all the time. There is always a Alabama fan in there talking, pardon my French, shit. Ain't nobody said nothing about Alabama, and they in there talking crap all day, every day.
And you don't think that it works the opposite, the flip?
It might.
Every fan base has their ignorant portion. Well, you're not, but that doesn't mean that they're not.
Okay, well, it's like, look, I have friends. Actually, I have two real close friends that are Alabama fans. And I always tell both of them, and I've said this for years, they are Alabama fans, which they are. And then there's Alabama fans, which all the rest of them are. If that makes sense.
Like I said, I'm just looking at every fan base has their group of ignorant ones. Right. And
you know what
I'm a West Virginia grad. We have a higher percentage of ignorant ones than probably anybody.
Man, we've been talking this, and I ain't even looked at chat yet. I don't even know what everybody's talking about.
everybody's complaining we're talking about college football.
The one thing I am sick of, and it's been played to death, and I am sick and tired of it, and I hope to God that after this year we do never have to hear it again, and that is 1980. And yes, that was the last time. That was the last time Georgia won a national championship. We get it. We've heard it. We know it. We've lived through it. We've lived through 41 years of there's next year, next year. But
hey, just because y'all don't have colleges in the North, stop your bitching. It's our damn show.
Look, Jenny says they got nothing hobby tonight or got really distracted. We got distracted real quick. I haven't said much about college football, and I've kind of taken it one game at a time all year. But and I told you I have two friends of mine that are they're close friends that are Alabama fans, and I told him yesterday we don't he's not one to poke and prod if Bama wins and Georgia loses or whatever, and I'm not either really. I'm not a smack talker. I'm not a trash talker. I'm more of I'd rather wait and let them do their thing, and then if they win, then I'll talk crap. I don't like eating crow. Crow tastes nasty. Even though I did talk a lot of shit just now, and I'm willing to take it. But I don't even know where I was going with that. But
yeah, I don't get that into it anymore. I actually tweeted something about that last week. Like I've gotten to the point where I'm grown up. I don't really talk trash. It just is what it is. And we have lost Herman. We've probably lost Herman. We probably lost everybody because nobody wants to hear the college football talk. But you're just insufferable tonight. Somebody want to jump on in my place?
It's part of the meds. Jenny will. All right, look, we're done. Go Dogs. Rawhide. We'll get back to what we were talking about. You have something.
And if you here's the thing, I'm gonna end with this. You can talk about your futility, and it's been 41 years. Well, at least Georgia's won a national championship. Try being an alumnus of the school that has the most college football wins without a title.
Yeah.
Then you can talk about some misery.
Yeah, and that's my thing too. It's like you say it like the school's never won one. Period.
So, it's been a long time.
We've won one, but and people, and I promise you, this is it. Everybody wants to talk about what we've done the last 12 years, what we've done the last whatever. Okay, well, the last 12 years is gone. Them guys are either in the NFL playing for us, trying to get to a Super Bowl, or they're retired and trying to hold on to what little bit of money they have left that they haven't blown. It's all about this year. Last year's last year.
Yeah, those old guys trying to figure out how to use that underwater basket weaving degree from Georgia they got.
From Georgia, okay. All right.
Well, they're Georgia players. They have to have a degree from Georgia.
All right.
They're not going to have it from Alabama.
All right. Well, all right. Back on the subject of sport cards. I mean, there's sports and sport cards, whatever. But you had some topics. I'm gonna let you lead off into it. And
what do you want to talk about? I gave you the list. You tell me. It's your.
Hey, let's go with it.
You are the leader, my friend. I'm just here for my dashing good looks.
The meds have kicked in. So let's go with the eBay. You were asking. Oh Lord.
Yeah. So Bo and I. So you're talking about Thanksgiving Day, right?
Yeah, you were talking about your sales.
Yeah.
Searches.
I mean, obviously. Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously nowhere up there near Bo. I just got over 400 listings in my eBay store last night. But Thursday, I've been selling for a little over 2 months again. And Thursday, not in dollars, because I had some big sales days where there were some expensive items. But Thursday, I think I had like 11 sales, which was the most I've had in sales of the day. And it was just interesting that, Thursday, and you think, you're not going to get those sales because it's a holiday. And I got a lot of sales, and I know that I was tweeting with Bo, and he was saying the same thing, that it was really good for him. And I found it interesting. Now I did watch a video today from Card Cutter, and there were some of the 82, 83, the Wrestling All-Stars, autographed, PSA certified auctions in that night. And he was like, I don't understand why anybody would end these on Thursday. I don't know, man. Now they ended at night and they went for some good prices. But yeah, it seemed like Thursday was really hopping. Yes, but we know you got way more than me, but that's all right. But yeah, Bo was saying the same thing though, was that I can't hear you, Herman. I don't know if anybody else can hear you. Oh, you're muted.
That was my
there
bad.
you go.
I was gonna say
There you
go. That's what you got when you got a high speed printer or a scanner and the ability to use the listing tool he has. I mean, that's kind of an unfair advantage.
I ain't mad at him. That's what he does for his career. He ought to be able to list way more than me.
Well, this is true. This is his life. This is bread and butter now. So.
And yeah, so there he was. He said, so there's Bo. Thanksgiving Day had his most sales in about 2 weeks, and then Friday had his worst sales in a month.
Well, I'll tell you, I will say this, because on his show, was it Friday, maybe, when he was talking about it, or it may have been over the weekend. But if you think about it, you've got family over, everybody's eating Thanksgiving dinner. They're catching up, they're meeting each other or talking to each other, whatever. And after an hour or two, it's like everybody's full, everybody's sitting around. What's everybody doing? I mean, they're sitting up here going. They're sitting on.
And what I did, and I don't know, Bo could pop in and maybe say if he notices. I will say that most of my sales were before like 3 o'clock. I think I only had one, maybe two, later in the afternoon. But a lot of it might have been while, we were all with the family and, waiting to eat, people are cooking or whatever they're doing. And then, once the family time, that, mid-afternoon, evening, some mid-afternoon, some evening. But I did notice, though, that they really dropped off later in the day.
Well, it's either that or it's the ones that ate like 11, 12 o'clock. Got done eating, sit around, talk a few minutes, got on the phone, done what they did, and by 3 o'clock, they knocked out on the couch from the turkey. And zombie.
Yeah, that's why they weren't buying. They were asleep. That's a good call.
Because turkey puts you to sleep. That's what I've heard.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh, and then I've heard people say that's a myth, but take it for what it's worth. But yeah, I'm going to go with it does. But it might also be all the mashed potatoes that I eat with it. Let's just call it what it is. Yeah, Diego had a good comment there. It'll be interesting to see Christmas Day too. Like, do sales go up as people get eBay gift cards and stuff like that?
Right.
It'll be interesting to see. Of course, I'm selling very low end stuff, so I probably wouldn't see those sales. I mean, you get $100 eBay gift card, you're going and spending that. Probably most people would spend that on one card they've been wanting, or something like that. So, but yeah, it was just so. Yeah, Bo said the same thing, and we're in the same time zone too. So yeah, I would say most of my stuff happened before 2 or 3. I only had a couple of sales. Again, I only had, I think it was 11 sales. So it wasn't like I had a huge sample size, but it's always nice to, see someone else and kind of see that they were seeing, what I saw, considering he has, 100 times the listings that I do. But yeah, I just found it fascinating. I wasn't buying anything. I wasn't even searching. I found it fascinating that all of a sudden I was selling that stuff. Now, I will say, though, that I think 3 of those were from me tweeting about it. So there is, so it wasn't all organic, because I did have 3 sales that day from Twitter followers. And I think obviously they had seen some of my tweets. So, again, take it for what it's worth, but just figured I'd be a little more transparent there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just was fascinated by it. I haven't really sold on eBay like with any kind of regularity. Probably in more than 10 years. Probably 10 years. Definitely hasn't been since I moved to Texas, and that's been a little over 7 years. So it was just, like I said, it was just fascinating to me that I was selling that much stuff on Thanksgiving Day.
Yeah. But like I said, and it goes back to what Bo said. I mean, it does. He did have a good point that because I do it a lot of times myself. If I'm sitting around and nothing's going on, I'll pull up my phone. I'll pull up eBay, and I have my watch list and do searches and stuff, and just bored, and like you'll come up on stuff, and before you know it, you done bought it. I do it a lot. Be honest with you, I do it a lot on Wednesday nights when I'm watching about the cards, and it's kind of gets kind of slow. I'm listening in the background, but I'm also on my phone on eBay, and that's when the tiredness starts coming in, and everybody knows how if you stay up too late, you start doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing. But I start buying stuff on eBay.
You should not be eBaying after dark.
Right.
But
probably I would say, and I'm honest, if I went back in my eBay history on my purchases, probably 75% of my purchases are on Wednesday nights after 12 o'clock.
now most of mine are in the evenings, but that's because and here's a topic I guess we could just kind of impromptu topic here. So do you have the eBay save searches where you get the email update you get the email in the morning with new stuff that's listed? Yep. How many of those do you think you have set up?
3. Just 3.
I'm probably closer to 25 or 35.
Hard to say. I say that because I know I've gotten the same 3 for the last 6 months, and I can name them. One of them is from Greg Morris Cards on eBay, and he sells a lot of 72 tops, and that's why I have that one. The other one is for listings of the Blake Jameson Project 2020 Nolan Ryan and the other one is the Blake Jameson Don Mattingly Project 2020, because that's the last 2 cards I need for that set.
Gotcha. Yeah, I have. I don't know how many I have that I get emails for, because a lot of mine are things that don't show up very often, or if they do show up, it's just every 30 days. It re-shows when it gets relisted or whatever the case may be. But I typically don't look at those until the evening. So yeah, most of my buying also happens in the evening because of that. Yeah, I'd love to hear how many other save searches people have if they get those emails. And yeah, what Mark said, a couple of those, like the 36 auto driver cards I buy. I have, a couple different wordings of that because they're, some people call them T36. There's just a lot of different things those are called. So I do have a handful of those. And then I have some where I try to be better about, if I'm not at the time actively looking for something, or I'm not even looking at the search, I keep the search, but I stop getting the emails. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely, like I said, interested to see what others have. I mean, mine's probably a lot. It's probably excessive, but it kind of becomes a little bit seasonal. Like right now, I have one that has just Alek Manoah and John Means for Mosaic and Update, because I'm very specific what I want. I just want those 2 guys. I don't care about any, I'm not trying to collect all of the Alek Manoah or John Means cards that are out there. But Mosaic, I like those parallels. They're very attractive. So I want some of the Alek Manoah ones. John Means got the no-hit card date, so I want to get the orange parallel, that one that's out of $2.99, because it's a team color match. So, but I also have those guys in other searches as well, just with like other WVU baseball players that I search. So I do have a lot of those are repetitive. There's no doubt. I don't know. I've done that when I knew an auction was ending. That's for sure. I have done that. But yeah, I was curious. Like I said, we didn't get a whole lot of. We got Bo said 0. Oh, where I was going though was I got a new phone about a month ago. Sent me a free iPhone because mine was 7 years old and was not going to work come February anymore. Like they were completely shutting down the 3G system, so they sent me a new one. And the app is so much better on it. Like I couldn't even update apps on the old one; it was so old. Like I was like 12 operating systems behind. So yeah, I do, like you said though, I do actually do a little bit more eBay searching on my phone than I had before.
My thing is, like I said, I have the 3 that I get emails every morning at
like 5 a.m., 6 a.m.
I get mine at like 6:50 a.m. every morning without fail. But my thing is, I don't know how I set that up because I have other searches that are in my eBay, but I don't get notifications on those. Just those 3. I don't know if it's because that's the 3 I check the most, or why. But
if you go into your saved searches, underneath, like it should be on the left side underneath of it, it'll say subscribe email or unsubscribe email. Now that's on your desktop, not phone. Know about phone.
Maybe that's why.
I don't fool with those with my phone. I am still very much a desktop person more than a lot of people. I'm getting old, you know. The new technology does not always agree with me so well. So that's, like I said, I use the laptop. I couldn't speak for how it is in the phone app. But yeah. So there we go. A couple of topics. But yeah, I do think, like you said, though, more and more people are using their phones, and that's probably why, you know, people are at the all 12 o'clock on Thanksgiving Day, sitting in the corner. Well, may as well go see what's available, you know, go check my saved searches that I don't get emails for, because obviously a lot of people just probably go in and just look at their saved searches that way every day. So,
yeah. And just plan ahead, you know, you may be looking at the same thing around Christmas.
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see. I have I listed the other 2 nights ago, I listed a Miller Lite ugly Christmas sweater vest. It's gotten a lot of interest, so I know that's got to sell soon.
Right.
Yeah, I've gotten like 4 offers on it. I'm like, not really coming off this, guys. There seems to be a lot of interest on that. But yeah, like I said, I go through those saved searches every day and click on them just to make sure. Because a lot of stuff that I am looking for doesn't show up very often. So I don't turn those off, you know, seasonally. Because even if I'm not, like right now, I'm much more in a, you know, if anybody saw my stream from Friday, right now I'm very in my 1980s top ball and vintage football mode. But, you know, I bought 3 matchbook covers today that are old Indianapolis 500 ones. Well, those don't come on very often. I've been searching for those for like 6 months. I actually showed them off on our hobby roundtable a few months ago. I had got a complete set. But I'm still interested in picking those up at the right price, and they just don't come up very often. But 3 came up the other day for $5. So I snagged those. It's not anything I'm looking for this time of year, but I want to leave that on there all the time. You know, you never know when something's going to show up.
Yeah. The majority of mine are a few different, you know, Freeman cars that I don't have, a couple of Murphys. Outside of that, the other, you know, other than the 2 product 2020s and some 72s, that's about everything I have. I think I've got a couple. I can't remember without looking. I think I have like 2 or 3 that may be on like supplies, like pages, top loaders, stuff like that.
Gotcha.
But
thanks for joining us, Dan. Hopefully you can catch the rest on replay. Yeah, he said he has 110 saved searches, but don't get email for most. He uses the app and all that, and everybody does it differently. I mean, it's one of the great things about the way they have it set up. Whatever works best for you. So yeah, and I stay consistent on. I don't check those emails typically until the evening, because if I check them at 10 o'clock one night, there's no point in me checking them at 8 a.m. the next morning, because odds are not a lot was listed. So I tend to, unless one shows up that's a rare, that doesn't come up very often, I may check those in the morning. But the ones that I get, daily, like I said, like the Manoa, John Means, Prism, or Mosaic and Update, that one's coming every day because something's always getting listed. Although I will say, if anybody's looking for Mosaic baseball, I'd be interested to know. It seems like not a lot of those parallels are showing up, and I wonder if it's because people just aren't opening it because it's $35 for a freaking blaster box.
Yeah, for the Mosaic. Yep.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of that, like I said, I have not seen the Alec Manoa parallels. I've seen some reactor blues.
Andrew from Bayside Break sent me the Braves team set from Mosaic.
I did see that, yeah.
But it kind of got me interested. I was looking for the parallels. Well, more the Freeman parallels, and I mean, I haven't seen it even listed. So, because I know when basketball first came out last year, there was like tons of parallels everywhere.
Oh, it was everywhere. Yeah, I mean, you had to actively try to stay away from it almost. But yeah, I've definitely noticed on the baseball.
I was kind of thinking, baseball will be the same way, but you don't find them. You don't see them. I don't know if they just didn't make as many or.
But I mean, we've seen pictures on Twitter of full shelves of it because it went from $20 to $35.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just wondering if that's one of those things where, a lot of these are not going to surface until down the road if the prices, if they ever mark those down.
I want to say David Adams posted tonight their Cyber Monday sale or whatever, where they lifted the quantity. They lifted the quantity limit and to a no limit. And I was looking through it in the Mosaic hobby box. I want to say it was under $100.
Wow.
Like maybe 90, and I may be wrong. I probably need to look at that before I put that out there, but because I looked at a bunch of them, but I'm pretty sure that it was. Well, I just lost it. Hold on.
Well, that's where you would have a level of knowledge that I don't, because I don't even look for unopened product. The only reason I know that it's $35 at retail for a blaster is just because I've seen it all over Twitter.
Yeah,
but I don't go looking for retail. I probably haven't bought retail in over a year, probably closer to a year and a half since the last time I bought anything at retail.
There's Thomas. Welcome in, Thomas. Glad to have you. I don't know if this is the first time you've joined us or not, but let's see.
So Jenny, I thought I saw an image today of a trout. So is the Topps Holiday, did it get released today or something? I heard somebody asking if it was coming out. And then I think somebody asked Bo actually on Twitter. And then I saw a picture of a trout holiday, but I didn't know if that was just somebody photoshopping or what's going on with that. But you're saying you're looking for the Sano's, so
right. So Thomas said this was his first time with us. So I actually tagged him. I tagged him in the post on Twitter because I kind of talked to him about maybe joining us with Jenny on the trading card database. And like I said, that's something we'll work out in the future. But yeah, the David Adams right now has the Mosaic Baseball hobby box for $94.95 a box.
Wow.
But that's if when you talk about the price of blasters, that's not bad because that's
less than 3 blasters.
15 packs at 10 cards a piece. and that's 3 autographs. So,
and different parallels too, shorter printed parallels.
Yep. 3 autographs per box, 5 silver prisms per box, 2 mosaic reds per box, and then you have the key rookies. But yeah, $95 a box.
Like the Genesis are in there. The Genesis is one of the ones I want. I like those. Those are just sharp looking.
I mean, I have the Braves team set, but I'm actually considering picking up 2 boxes of these. Just because, I mean, I love the way that the baseball mosaic, it looks, I love the way it looks.
How many cards are in a box?
Well, see, 150. It's 15 packs, 10 cards per pack.
I might be in for the Blue Jays if you want to do a group break.
And that's 3 autographs.
Because that's all I'm interested in is the Blue Jays. But so there you go. Let's make it happen.
Yep.
I called it here first. I called it here first. Nobody else can have the Blue Jays.
So you got the Blue Jays. Okay. And I don't need the Braves because I've already got the team set.
Yeah, but you want them parallels, don't you?
I do. But look, Jenny says she's in for the Twinkies.
There we go. We got 3 spots sold already. Because what would you do? You do 10 spots?
That's the way I always do it. 10 spots. Pick one.
I think I love that format. I mean, it's a little more expensive that way because you are buying 3 teams, but I like that format. So, all right, I got Blue Jays.
Yeah.
Let's make this happen.
But with 10 teams, I mean, you usually have a couple of decent teams out there that's left for the random. So somebody's going to get a couple of good teams.
Yeah.
I mean, ain't nobody going to come up. Go ahead.
I mean, no offense to the Twins, because I tell you, the Twins are, I think, one of the underappreciated in the hobby because there are a lot of good Twins collectors. But I think in general, that's a team that most people would be like, I got stuck with the Twins. And again, I'm not saying that to be crappy to anybody. But the reality, but when you've got a fan like Jenny that takes them, or Steph or whoever, that opens up another one that, air quotes, is more desirable. Mm-hmm. If somebody takes, the Pirates, for example, that's one that most people are going to cringe if they get stuck with the Pirates. But that now means that whoever was number 11, if you ranked them out, has moved up into a free spot.
Yeah.
Or number 10 has dropped to a free spot. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
All right. Well, I
got stuck with the Twins in an update break, and I just sent all my Twins to Jenny.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably what I would do, if I got them too, or put them in my eBay store, I guess, since nobody's listing them online.
Look, we're finna feel a break right here on this show right here because Mark's taking the Red Sox.
There we go. So we got 4 spots filled. Yeah, and Jenny, I think your response, you understand I'm not crapping on the Twins at all. I'm just saying that, for example, if the Yankees were not a selected team and you got the Yankees, in general, you'd still be happy at when, you could probably resell or trade a lot of Yankees cards, and it would be, in theory, tougher to resell a Twins card. Although, like I said, there's a lot of good Twins collectors on Twitter and trading card database. There's some teams that are underrated. I think Twins, Royals, and Phillies are the ones I think of immediately. But their fan base, their card fan bases are pretty strong, and people don't really think about it.
Yeah, the Phillies just don't touch home plate.
Well, no, but they. I've had.
I don't have go back. I don't have anything against the Twins. I mean, like Kirby Puckett, I used to love Kirby Puckett. Kent Herbeck, I can't stand him.
I mean, I'm fat, so of course I liked Kirby Puckett. See
Kent
a fat guy playing center field.
Kent Herbeck should have won the WWE. Ask Doug.
Herman and his Georgia sports tonight. All right, so who else is in on this break? You got anybody else? I think we chased everyone off with our college football talk.
No, man, we got 12 viewers. We're good. We ain't going back to that.
Bo going to take the Cubs?
Nah, Bo don't do breaks.
I know. I typically don't either.
I tricked him into doing one break, and I think that broke him.
I mean, I'll be in for 2022 Heritage for Mike Trout. I'll be in for the Angels.
Jenny says she's too young to know anything about Kent Herbeck pulling Ron Gann off base. That can't be. Oh, we were talking about Mosaic, Bo. We kind of just – we were talking about Dave and Adams, their Cyber Monday sale, and they had Mosaic hobby boxes for $95, and then all of a sudden Ken started talking about breaks. And now everybody's trying to claim spots.
Well, yeah, because like I said, Bo, what we were talking about was the fact that I have a search set up for Alec Noah and John Means in Mosaic and Update, and just not seeing the Mosaic parallels out there very much. Not the base, but definitely not the parallels.
You talked him into it.
There we go. You got it halfway filled there, Herman.
Good grief. It is. That's 5 spots, ain't it?
You going to do a nice little 6-box mixer?
Ain't no be no 6-box.
Well, when you're trying to get one guy, as many boxes in that thing as you can get. But yeah, now I guess I'm going to carry the show while Herman's ordering those Mosaic boxes. We're not going to get cheaper than this, at least not in the near future.
I was just looking at two boxes. 2 boxes with shipping at cost is like $43 a spot for 3 teams.
Oh yeah, I guess I wasn't doing the math in my head. Yeah, that is pretty strong. Ooh.
And that's cost for the box plus just flat shipping.
Yeah.
That's breaking even, which I'm fine with. If it's people in the circle, if you want to put it that way.
I was doing the math though, and I was still breaking it down. To be honest, I was breaking it down by like 30 teams. I wasn't even. Yeah, you're right. Because you're actually buying 3 spots.
That's why I don't do 30 teams, because I've got a group of guys that usually join in on the breaks, and it's usually the same ones over and over. And I'm just kind of like, I've got this many. I don't want to try to stretch it out to 30 because that's more shipping.
Mm-hmm. Oh, agreed totally. And there's too many teams that won't sell.
And most of them work it out where, I got this team. I don't care nothing about them. I'll just send them to whoever. Just like I was with the Twins. I don't want the Twins. I just send them to Jenny.
Yeah, you're not gonna.
Go ahead.
You're going to be able to sell the Rockies. You're not going to be able to sell the Marlins. You're not going to be able to sell the Diamondbacks. So, yeah, I mean, it makes total sense why you do it the way. Like I said, I like the way that you do it. I just forgot that, that would be it would definitely be a higher price. But I'd still be in for a couple boxes if you do it.
Yeah. So, it's 40, like I said, $43 for. I mean, and it is 2 boxes. I mean, that's 300 cards, and that you get somewhere in the neighborhood of 25 to 30 cards. So that's still.
It's pricey, but at the same time, I mean, what hobby box out there?
That would be 6 autographs.
What hobby box out there right now is cheaper than $100?
Right.
What was an update box? 150. I mean, you get more cards. I get that.
When they first come out, update was 107. They've dropped now to just below 100.
But see, that's the great thing, George, about his breaks is that you pick one team, and then the other 2 are random. So you could still get the Cardinals, and then you could get the Marlins and Rockies. Hey, Diego might take the Phillies.
Jenny had a price on the update at $65 a box.
Somebody, she didn't get it fast enough.
Oh, Black Friday deal. Yeah. I saw that. Yeah, they sold out pretty quick.
Yeah, that seems awfully strong and by strong, like low priced, a little unnecessary. I mean, you would think you could definitely do better than that because, as Bo said, on one of his daily streams, you don't need to drop the prices as much right now because everything is relatively hot. I know that a lot of us talk about things are dropping, but unopened product still really is not dropping in price. Not
Man,
much, unless it's overpriced.
You done got me thinking about buying 2 boxes of Mosaic.
Well, you do it. You let me know. I got Blue Jays. I'm in. It's gonna be my gamble for the year because I don't really do breaks. I think this year the only breaks I've done are with you.
So Jenny said she bought 2 hobby boxes on Black Friday, spent $20 shipped to my door. What did she buy? So she spent $20, and that's including shipping, or
1989 Topps baseball.
It wasn't Heritage, because Heritage, I saw Heritage. Heritage sold for, was it $89?
Garbage Pail Kids.
Pokemon. We're waiting on you, Jenny.
I'm going to be Gransion Pokémaster.
Including shipping. So she spent $20, including shipping. So
it's like $7 a box because, I mean, party flat rate's about 12, 13.
It had to be something Pokemon. What was it, Jenny?
Topps Attacks.
I'm sticking with Pokemon.
Panini stickers.
1994 Santa.
What is that? I have no idea what that is.
94 Santa box? What?
Yeah, I'm not sure what that is.
That's not the Pro Set Santa Claus, so. But
hey, there are a lot of people that collect the Santa cards.
Yeah, but she said bought 2 boxes. So
yeah, she's gonna show us. She's gonna have to show these on the Twitter. Nope.
Yeah, you're gonna have to tag us in a picture or a link or something because I've never heard of a 94 Santa.
I think you got everyone stumped. I definitely had those Pro Set Santa cards as a kid. I love those. I wish I had kept them.
I've still got mine.
Yeah, unfortunately, I did.
Or I still have 2 of them.
Unfortunately, I did all those card purges over the years, so a lot of that stuff that I wish I had kept, I did not. Hey, look at this, man. We filled an hour pretty easily.
Yeah, but we spent 20 minutes of it talking about football.
Hey, we have you.
Well, we got it. She sent us a link.
See if it pulls up on the the old iPad. Yow, 27,000 of them. Holy crap.
Yeah, I saw that. And that's all. And, I've never seen the Santa Clauses in anything other than Pro Set. But I've got to imagine that, like, Coca-Cola has released some type of sets or something that has Santa Clauses in them along with other stuff. So they don't tell them what's in that set. 27,000 Santa Claus cards.
Yeah, I have no idea what those are. But hey, as long as you're happy with them, and I love Christmas.
Thomas said he was glad he missed the football talk. It was a depressing weekend for the Badgers.
I will say I've really enjoyed Big Ten football more this year than I have in prior years. Especially Michigan. I love watching Michigan ball. Like they used to do.
Yeah. Man, look.
All right, we got to stay away from the college football talk before we lose more people.
We are, but this kind of griped me. And me and my wife was talking about this last night. I watched the end of the Texas A&M and LSU game Saturday, and they had some of the SEC network people with it on the sidelines, talking about the game and whatnot. There was a girl, and her daddy has to be so proud of her. When she realized she was on camera, she was like standing behind the announcers, knowing she's on TV, grabbed her blouse, is like acting like she didn't do it, but she acted like she was going to. And I'm like, really? Make Dad proud.
SEC. It just means more down there. Come on, man.
I'm just like, my mouth dropped. I'm like, God, I mean, just imagine. I guess being a daddy of a daughter now, it's like
it's the difference between us being the age we are now and us when we were 25.
Oh yeah, 25 years ago, I'd have been like, oh, did you see her? I'd have been, if we'd have had the capabilities of it, we'd be pausing and rewinding and but I mean, it's like, and then you see what you see on TikTok. It's like, why?
Could you make that noise again if you tried? I don't think you could. Whatever noise you made when you did that,
it was probably the same noise I made when she. It was crazy, man. I don't know.
You remember?
I don't even know what brought that up. But
do you remember when we used to spend a whole hour talking about cards?
Yeah, and now it's like everything.
I really don't. Yeah, we get a little bit of cards.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. They keep coming back though, so apparently it's doing something.
They do. At least on the bright side, we don't take ourselves too seriously.
Oh, real quick. This is the only thing I've got, so it's not really enough to do a mail day video. And I know he's not in chat now, but maybe he'll watch later. But Diego sent me a package today. I got it just today, along with a little note. And I love his little chop your way to A. This is the note he put in it. Chop your way to a sports car detour. He sent a little note on front that said he promised that there was no Alec bombs hidden in here. But it's the 96 score, and I'm guessing it's a subset that Score did for the Atlanta Braves. There's a 15-card subset. I don't know how I missed these.
I don't recognize those, but I mean, again, I'm not the biggest baseball guy.
Justice. I mean, it's all of them. Terry Pendleton. Is that Tom Glavine? I mean, it's all of them. It's the full subset, 1 through 15. So, Diego, if you watch this, I appreciate it, and I'll reach out to him on Twitter and thank him too. So,
I wonder if it was some kind of like one of those team sets that came blister pack or something.
And I mean, that's what I'm thinking, because, like I said, they're actually numbered, one of 15, and all of them are there. So,
I guess you should go check Trading Card Database. Hopefully, you will find them on there.
And I'm thinking it probably had something to do with the World Series.
I was thinking the same thing. Yeah.
So, but yeah, that's pretty cool. Diego, I appreciate it.
Awesome mail day, Diego.
And I appreciate the fact that there was no Alec bombs hidden in there. So
he'll send you more.
Yeah, I gotta look up this Santa Claus deal. Let's see what that is. I ain't looked it up yet.
I'm not 100%. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what it was. I was able to look at it on my. I was able to click the link on the iPad.
I can't. All it lets me do is show it.
Oh, I guess you can always go and click on it after the.
Ooh.
Whoa. Hey.
Hello. But yeah, I'll have to check that out after the fact. So I missed 20 minutes of the chat when we were talking about football. I got so indulged into it that I missed most of the chat.
Fired up. Defensive. Angry.
I wasn't defensive. I was. Diego was in here earlier.
We chased him off with our college football talk. Oh yeah, because he mentioned Temple. I remember that now.
Say what?
He mentioned Temple at one point when we were talking college football.
Oh yeah. Yeah, so he ran. And so Rich said at least it was about sports, not chickens. And most
People like the chicken talk.
Dude, I'm sorry, I'm going back into the older chat, so it's Bo said that everybody came back this week or last week was hoping. Here it is.
Well, there's always next week. We can talk more chickens next week.
That was his. I think that was his response to why everybody showed up last week, because they was hoping for more chicken talk.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, so there's always next week. We can talk chickens next week.
Yeah, Jenny, you got to talk to your neighbor and find out what's going on with your camera, because we're going to need you to be able to share your screen and whatnot when we start talking about trading card database. Whenever we can get together and put this together. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to that. And we made an hour.
We did. We made a little more, but I got to go eat some dinner.
Yeah, I do too. All right, guys, we appreciate it. Ken, I appreciate you coming on in at the last minute. Like I said, I knew I wasn't really planning on doing this, but I'd have to say I do feel a lot better than I did this morning. So, hey, we'll be back next week, and y'all take care and keep hobby.